On the rugged mountains and burning plains of the Horn of Africa, a small nation fought one of the longest and most determined wars for freedom in modern African history. This is the story of Eritrea, a people who endured 30 years of sacrifice, unity, and unbroken will. The roots of the struggle began in the early 1960s. After World War II, Eritrea, once an Italian colony, was federated with Ethiopia. At first, the arrangement promised equality. But little by little, the Ethiopian government dismantled Eritrea's autonomy, removing its flag, dissolving its parliament, and forcing political and cultural assimilation. To Eritreans, this was not union, it was annexation, and they refused to accept it. In 1961, a small group of fighters known as the Eritrean Liberation Front, EPLF, launched the first shots of what would become a 3-decade war. They fought from the mountains, deserts, and borderlands, driven by a single dream. Eritrea must be free, or we die trying. As the struggle grew, ideological differences emerged, and from these divisions rose a new force, the Eritrean People's Liberation Front, EPLF. Unlike many liberation movements elsewhere, the EPLF was disciplined, organized, and deeply committed to social equality. Women fought beside men. Schools and hospitals were built underground. Fighters studied politics, medicine, engineering, even while bombs fell overhead. Eritrea did not only fight Ethiopia. It fought famine. It fought isolation. It fought the world's silence. Yet, despite being outgunned and outnumbered, the EPLF achieved the impossible. In battle after battle, Nakfa, Marsowa, Alphabet, they pushed back the Ethiopian army, one of the largest on the continent. By the late 1980s, Ethiopia was weakening from internal conflict, and the EPLF seized momentum. In 1991, Eritrean fighters captured Asmara, the capital. For the first time in decades, the Eritrean flag rose high over the city. 2 years later, in 1993, a UN-supervised referendum was held. The results were stunning. 99.8% voted for independence. After 30 years of war, 30 years of loss, and 30 years of unwavering determination, Eritrea became an independent nation. But the cost had been enormous. Tens of thousands had died. Entire villages were emptied. Generations grew up knowing only war. Yet Eritreans say their freedom was worth every sacrifice, because it was earned with their own blood, unity, and resilience. Today, the story of Eritrea's long road to independence stands as one of the most powerful examples of perseverance in African history. 30 years. Thousands of lives. One dream, freedom. Like, comment, and share to help spread African history to more viewers.